3 dates a day, a small habit that could be a turning point for your health after 60. Studio microphone. After more than 35 years in the field of medicine, caring for people over 60, I've seen countless health trends come and go, from expensive supplements to extreme diets. But what surprised me the most came from a small, wrinkled fruit that many walk past in the grocery store, the date. It may sound hard to believe, but just 3 dates a day have helped many older adults experience a steadier heartbeat and better blood pressure control, healthier, more radiant skin with fewer wrinkles, smoother digestion, less discomfort, noticeably sharper memory, and most remarkably, more stable blood sugar levels, even in those with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. You might be thinking, is this just another health gimmick? I thought so too, until I saw the case of Eleanor, a 67-year-old retired librarian from Arizona. She came back to my clinic after a 30-day self-experiment, 3 dates each morning, no new medication, no gym membership, no other changes in her diet, and her blood work. It left my entire medical team stunned. HDL cholesterol was up, blood pressure had dropped to a healthy range, and morning blood sugar was down, without any additional insulin. Before I walk you through Eleanor's story in detail, let me show you why this ancient fruit, once used in royal Egyptian rituals, might just be the forgotten superfood that aging bodies have been quietly waiting for. Round pushpin. You're watching Better Health After 50, where I, a doctor who has devoted my life to the health and well-being of older adults, share simple but powerful strategies rooted in real science to help you live longer, stronger, and more joyfully. Direct hit. If you've been feeling tired, sluggish, forgetful, or like your health is quietly slipping away with no clear reason, give me just a few minutes. Because these 3 little fruits, with no pills, no special tools, could be the key to reawakening the body you may have thought was past its prime. And if you're managing diabetes or high blood pressure, don't worry, I'll show you how to eat dates safely and wisely, with insights drawn from trusted medical journals like British Journal of Nutrition, 2015, Nutrients, 2020, 2022, Journal of Functional Foods, 2018, This Isn't a Miracle Cure. But after 4 decades in medicine, I've learned one unshakable truth: health doesn't come from what you do once in a while, it comes from what you do every single day. And today, these 3 humble dates may remind you of something powerful, that your body, even after 60, 70, or 80 years, is still capable of healing, if you just give it the chance. The nutritional power hidden in just 3 dates a day, a tiny fruit, a giant nutrition system built for the aging body. Studio microphone. If you look at a date with your bare eyes, you'll see something small, wrinkly, sticky, and overly sweet. But if you look at it through the lens of medical science, you'll see a perfect nutritional symphony, crafted as if nature designed it just for those of us growing older. Dates. Nature's nutrient capsule for the over 60 body, under a nutritional microscope. Each date contains nutrient key benefit for people over 60. Soluble insoluble fiber supports digestion, eases constipation, helps regulate blood sugar. Magnesium supports heart rhythm, sleep, and reduces chronic inflammation. Potassium balances blood pressure, reduces stroke risk. Vitamin B6 important for memory, mood, and brain function. Antioxidants, flavonoids, phenolic acids, slows aging, reduces inflammation, protects against cell damage. Choline supports memory and cognitive function. Iron and zinc aids in blood health and immunity, speeds up recovery. These aren't just isolated vitamins, they work together to protect and nourish a body that's starting to slow down. Pushpin. Study number 1, British Journal of Nutrition, 2015, 24 adults consumed 7 dates daily for 21 days. Result: improved digestion, increased fiber intake, and no significant spike in blood sugar. Despite being sweet, dates help stabilize average glucose levels, thanks to their high soluble fiber. Pushpin. Study number 2, Journal of Functional Foods, 2018, dates were shown to have higher anti-inflammatory polyphenol content than apples or bananas. Result: reduced vascular inflammation and improved heart health, especially in older adults. The polyphenol in dates neutralize harmful free radicals, helping protect nerve cells and blood vessels from age-related damage. Pushpin study number 3, Nutrients, 2022, dates have a low glycemic index, GI, of 35 to 45, depending on the variety. Safe for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes when eaten properly. When paired with a meal or eaten post-breakfast, dates can support blood sugar control while still delivering essential nutrients. Why are dates especially effective for people over 60? Because after 60, your body begins facing a silent storm, digestive enzymes slow down, constipation becomes common, mineral absorption drops, heart and muscles weaken, oxidative stress increases, skin ages, memory declines, sleep gets lighter, inflammation lingers longer, and blood sugar gets harder to manage. Direct hit, and that's exactly where dates come in. They gently fill in the gaps, offering what your body is quietly missing. In a form that's natural, gentle, and easy to absorb. I'll never forget George, an 82-year-old retired bus driver from Texas. He came in tired, constipated, with dull skin and a fading memory. I didn't prescribe a new medication. I simply said, "George, try 3 dates after breakfast each morning. Don't change anything else. Just give it a shot." 6 weeks later, he walked in with clearer eyes, lighter steps, and a quiet smile. He looked at me and said, "Doc, I used to think eating well was for the young, but turns out, eating right matters even more when you're older, because that's when you really want to enjoy life." Studio microphone, dates aren't a magic pill, but if you treat each one like a daily dose of kindness, then they just might be the most natural, gentle, and powerful medicine your body receives after 60. A healthier heart every day with just 3 dates. You don't need 5 heart medications after 60, you might just need 3 dates each morning. Studio microphone. I spent over a decade working in a cardiology unit at a hospital in Boston, and the most heartbreaking thing I heard wasn't during emergency surgeries. It was in quiet moments, when my patients looked at me and said, "Doctor, I wish I had known this earlier." After 60, your heart ages quietly, but steadily. Aging doesn't just turn your hair gray, it slowly and silently wears down your heart. Blood vessels stiffen and thicken, blood pressure tends to rise, especially in the morning. Blood flow becomes sluggish, LDL, bad, cholesterol builds up and forms dangerous plaques. Backhand index pointing right. That's why people over 60 are 2 to 3 times more likely to suffer from heart disease, high blood pressure, or even a stroke. Dates, a gentle fruit that calms the aging heart. Just 3 small dates deliver 3 key compounds for heart health: nutrient, cardiovascular benefit, flavonoids, polyphenol, reduce inflammation in arteries, protect inner vessel walls, potassium balances blood pressure, regulates heartbeat, flushes out excess sodium, magnesium relaxes blood vessels, reduces vascular pressure, supports heart rhythm. 8-spoked * 3 dates equals 210 mg potassium, 50 mg magnesium, enough to gently reboot your cardiovascular system each morning. Pushpin Nutrients, 2020, study on 83 seniors over 60. Participants who ate 3 to 5 dates daily for 4 weeks, blood pressure dropped by 6 to 8 mm of mercury, HDL, good cholesterol, increased, inflammation markers, hsCRP, dropped by up to 15%. Dates not only supply beneficial nutrients, but also offer anti-inflammatory effects on blood vessels, a key factor in preventing heart disease in older adults. Nutrients, 2020, Volume 12, Issue 8, Pushpin International Journal of Molecular Sciences, 2017, polyphenol in dates were found to reduce oxidation of LDL cholesterol, helping slow the formation of arterial plaques. I once treated Harold, a 71-year-old retired railway engineer from Ohio. He was rushed in for chest pain, later had a stent placed in his coronary artery. During recovery, I told him gently, "Harold, in addition to your medication, why not try something small, just 3 dates each morning after breakfast?" He laughed. Thought I was kidding, but 2 months later, His follow-up tests showed triglycerides down by 17%, blood pressure a little lower, and he was sleeping through the night again. He looked at me and said, "Doctor, I never thought something so small could make my heart feel calmer again." Light bulb: how to eat dates for a stronger heart, common mistake doctor's recommendation. Eating dates on an empty stomach. Eat them after breakfast or a balanced meal, pairing with sugary snacks. Eat dates on their own or with healthy fats like almonds or walnuts. Eating too many at once. Stick to 3 per day, regularly and consistently. Your heart doesn't need complexity, it needs consistency. Every day, it beats for you, without asking for much in return. Maybe, just maybe, starting your morning with 3 dates is one of the kindest things you can do for your heart after 60. Skin aging: why 3 dates a day can make you glow from the inside out. After 60, you don't need expensive creams, you need to start from within. Studio microphone: as a doctor, I've seen patients carry bags full of skincare products, eye creams, anti-aging serums, miracle moisturizers. But I always tell them, your skin isn't just something on the surface. It's a reflection of what's happening inside your body, and sometimes, the thing that revives your skin is as simple as 3 dates every morning. Why does skin become weaker and more sensitive after 60? As you age, every process in your body slows down, and your skin shows it first. Collagen production drops by 1% every year after 30. Circulation under the skin weakens. Skin looks dull and dry. Antioxidant defenses decline. More damage from free radicals. Low-grade inflammation lingers. Skin loses elasticity and firmness. Direct hit: the result: thinner skin, more wrinkles, redness, dryness, irritation, and that uncomfortable feeling that the face in the mirror no longer matches how young you feel inside. Dates: a natural anti-aging food hidden in plain sight. Each tiny date carries quiet but powerful weapons against aging skin. Nutrients: skin benefit, flavonoids, phenolic acids fight free radicals, slow cell aging. Vitamin B6 regulates hormones, reduces skin inflammation, supports cell repair. Prebiotic fiber nourishes gut bacteria, supports the gut-skin connection. Zinc magnesium helps with cell regeneration, skin elasticity, and immune defense. Pushpin Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology, 2020. The gut-skin axis is real. When your gut microbiome is balanced, inflammation throughout your body decreases, and skin conditions like acne, eczema, and visible aging improve. Pushpin Nutrients, 2021, study on postmenopausal women. Women who followed a plant-based antioxidant-rich diet had 23% higher skin elasticity, fewer wrinkles compared to the control group. And dates? They're one of the richest natural sources of plant polyphenol, twice as much as red apples. I remember Margaret, a 68-year-old widow living alone in Vermont. She came to see me tired, undernourished, and emotionally dimmed. Her skin was dry, pale, and tight. She whispered, "I feel like I look older than I really am. Like I've faded." I didn't hand her a cream. Instead, I said, "Margaret, try this, 3 dates each morning, with a light breakfast. And don't forget to drink enough water." She nodded, politely, but didn't expect much. 5 weeks later, she returned, wearing a floral dress. Her eyes brightened. Her cheeks had color. She smiled, "Doctor, I don't know how to explain it, but my skin, it feels alive again. And for the first time in a while. So do I." I didn't need lab tests. Her immune system had improved, her gut had rebalanced, her hormones were steadying, and her skin was the first place to show it. Light bulb: how to eat dates for radiant skin without spiking blood sugar. Common mistake doctors tip: eating dates on an empty stomach. Eat with a healthy fat, like almonds or Greek yogurt. Not hydrating after eating. Always drink a warm glass of water to support digestion and absorption. Eating dates alone. Combine with fruits rich in vitamin C, like oranges or kiwis, to boost collagen absorption. You don't need to look younger. You just deserve to feel your best. Wrinkles are part of aging. But glowing skin, strong, alive, radiant, that's a choice, and sometimes, that choice begins with something as small and quiet as 3 dates each morning. Like a gentle message to your body, you still deserve to shine, and I'm here to help you do just that. Digestion after 60, why 3 dates a day work like a gentle medicine for your gut, if you're over 60 and struggle with constipation or bloating. This simple habit could change everything. Studio microphone. Early in my medical career, I thought heart disease was the biggest concern for older adults, but I was wrong. What silently weighs down so many seniors is digestion, days without a proper bowel movement, a constant feeling of heaviness in the belly, and worse, shame, when the body no longer works the way it used to, and a surprise, sometimes. The solution isn't found in a prescription, it's found in 3 soft, sweet dates, natural, gentle, and nourishing. Why does your digestive system struggle after 60? Aging weakens many digestive functions, stomach acid and enzymes decrease, food is harder to break down, intestinal muscles weaken, slower bowel movement, more constipation, gut microbiome becomes imbalanced, poor absorption, more bloating, chronic low-grade inflammation damages the gut lining over time, direct hit. The result? Bloating, irregular stools, alternating constipation and diarrhea, poor appetite, and fatigue that spreads through your whole body. Dates, a natural digestive aid for aging bodies. Unlike laxatives or digestive pills, dates don't force your gut to work, they nourish it from the inside, helping it heal and function more smoothly. Each 3-date serving gives you nutrient digestive benefit. Soluble fiber forms a gentle gel in the intestines, softens stool. Insoluble fiber adds bulk, supports natural bowel movements. Pectin, a prebiotic fiber, feeds good gut bacteria, restores microbiome balance. Polyphenol reduce gut inflammation, improve nutrient absorption. White heavy checkmark. Just 3 dates a day equals around 5 g of fiber. The perfect dose to gently reactivate your gut without harsh side effects. Pushpin, British Journal of Nutrition, 2015, adults ate 7 dates daily for 21 days. Result, more regular bowel movements, softer stool consistency, reduced bloating and discomfort. Fiber from dates shortens transit time in the colon, without causing gas or disrupting blood sugar levels. Pushpin Nutrients, 2021, prebiotic-rich fruits like dates improved gut microbiome in older adults, leading to better digestion and even mood improvement. Pectin in dates feeds bifidobacteria, vital gut microbes that decline with age. I remember Caroline, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. She looked exhausted when she walked into my clinic. "Doctor, I haven't had a proper bowel movement in almost 2 weeks, everything I eat just sits there like a rock in my stomach." She had tried probiotics, prune juice, even gentle laxatives. Nothing helped, so I suggested, "Caroline, each morning, try 3 dates with your oatmeal, don't change anything else. Let's see what happens." 2 weeks later, she came back glowing. "Doctor, I'm going regularly again, I feel lighter, I sleep better, and, believe it or not, my head feels clearer, too." That's the gut-brain axis at work, and dates. They're a natural switch that helps reset the system, slowly and gently. How to eat dates for gut health without raising blood sugar. Common mistake. Doctors tip: eating dates on an empty stomach. Eat after breakfast or with healthy fats like almonds or walnuts. Not drinking enough water. Always drink a warm glass of water after eating for fiber to work. Treating dates like a sweet snack instead. Treat them like a functional food, best in the morning or midday. You weren't meant to spend your golden years bloated, backed up, or uncomfortable after every meal. And no, it's not just aging, it's your body asking for help, and sometimes, help looks like 3 small dates, not to make you younger, but to help you feel lighter, calmer, and more comfortable, every single day. Memory brain health. How 3 dates a day can help you think clearer after 60. You don't have to remember everything, but you deserve to still feel like yourself. studio microphone. Over my 35 years as a physician, I've had countless older patients look me in the eye and ask, "Doctor, why am I forgetting things all the time? Am I losing my mind?" And let me tell you, what breaks my heart isn't just the fear of dementia, it's the fear of slowly losing who they are. What happens to your brain after 60? These changes are normal, but they feel anything but: slower processing speed, short-term memory slips, forgetting names, where you left things, less blood flow to the brain, reduced oxygen and nutrients. Chronic low-grade inflammation slowly damages brain cells over time. Direct hit. The result: you feel foggy, distracted, emotional, or disconnected, even from yourself. Dates: a time-tested brain booster for older adults. Just 3 dates a day deliver an impressive blend of brain-friendly nutrients. Nutrient brain benefit: vitamin B6, pyridoxine, helps produce serotonin, dopamine, better mood and memory. Choline supports acetylcholine production, crucial for learning, recall. Polyphenol flavonoids fight brain inflammation, protect aging neurons. Magnesium, potassium help nerve signals fire smoothly and consistently. Pushpin. Journal of Medicinal Food, 2016, older lab animals fed date extract for 4 weeks. Showed significantly better learning and memory performance, lower levels of IL-6, a compound linked to brain inflammation. Polyphenol in dates reduce neuroinflammation and slow down cognitive decline. Pushpin nutrients, 2020, people who consumed more plant-based antioxidants, like those in dates, had cognitive decline twice as slow as those who didn't, especially helpful for people over 60 showing early signs of forgetfulness, mood swings, or sleep issues. I'll never forget Mr. Walter, a 70-year-old retired math teacher from Michigan. He came to my clinic worried, almost embarrassed. "Doctor, I forgot my son's phone number. I even forgot the code to my front door. That's never happened to me." He had started writing everything down in a notebook, until one day, he forgot where he put the notebook. I gave him a mild brain supplement, but I also said, "Walter, I want you to try this. Every morning, eat 3 dates. Just 3, don't expect miracles, but give your body a chance to respond." 2 months later, he came back. This time, he was smiling, notebook in hand. Energy in his eyes. Document. I haven't remembered everything yet, but I finally feel like I'm coming back to myself. How to eat dates to support brain function safely. Common mistake doctors tip: eating when blood sugar is low, fatigue or fog. Eat after breakfast or mid-morning, when your energy is stable, not pairing with other brain foods. Combine with walnuts or oatmeal for steady energy and neuro support. Waiting until memory loss worsens. Be proactive. Start today, not when it's too late. Your brain just needs a little love. You don't have to recall every detail, but you deserve to live each day without losing sight of who you are. If something as simple as 3 dates each morning can help you feel clearer, more focused, and emotionally steady again, why not try? Stronger bones after 60. How 3 dates a day can help you stand tall. You don't need to walk fast, but you should know you can still stand strong. Studio microphone. I once had an older patient tell me, "I'm not afraid of dying, doctor. I'm afraid of falling, and not being able to get back up." Younger people might not understand this fear, but after 60, every slip, every tiny crack in a bone, can start a long journey of losing independence. Why do bones get weaker so quickly after 60? Even if you've always eaten well, aging silently chips away at your bones. Bone density declines by 1 to 2% every year. Calcium and vitamin D are absorbed less efficiently. Joints lose their natural lubrication, stiffness. Pain. Bone cell renewal slows down significantly. Direct hit. The result: osteoporosis, fragile hips, painful knees, and worst of all, losing the confidence to move freely. Dates. Surprisingly bone-friendly despite being sweet. Dates aren't just about natural sugar, they contain a hidden cocktail of bone-supporting minerals. Nutrient bone health benefit. Magnesium helps transport calcium into bones, maintains bone structure. phosphorus works with calcium to build strong bone tissue, potassium neutralizes acids that pull calcium out of bones. Vitamin K, small but steady, supports mineralization keeps bones flexible and resilient. Antioxidants reduce inflammation in bones and joints. White heavy checkmark, just 3 dates a day equals 65 mg magnesium, 62 mg potassium, 15 mg phosphorus. It may not sound like much, but repeated daily, it adds up to a noticeable difference. Pushpin Food Function, 2017, in a comparison of 20 dried fruits, dates ranked among the highest for joint and bone anti-inflammatory potential. Due to their magnesium and polyphenol content, polyphenol in dates may help slow age-related bone loss caused by chronic inflammation. Pushpin Nutrients, 2020, dietary magnesium and potassium were linked to a 35% lower risk of hip fracture in women over 65. Magnesium improves calcium absorption naturally, without requiring extra calcium supplements. Let me tell you about Agnes, 76, living alone on the second floor of a walk-up in New York. Her heart was fine. Digestion? Decent, but what she feared most was the staircase. Her knees trembled. Her joints hurt. She walked slowly, gripping the rail tightly. I gave her light physical therapy and vitamin D, but I also said, Agnes, each morning, try 3 dates with some almonds and a warm glass of milk. Think of it as a quiet gift to your bones. 6 weeks later, she called me, Doctor. Today I walked down the stairs without holding onto the rail. I can't believe I did it. Neither could she. But her bones, they were starting to believe again. Light bulb. How to eat dates for bone health without affecting blood sugar. Common mistake. Doctors tip, eating dates alone, without balance. Pair with nuts or Greek yogurt to stabilize blood sugar and aid mineral absorption. Eating randomly, not consistently. Make it a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth. Eating dates too late in the day. Eat in the morning, when nutrient absorption is best and energy lasts, but you deserve to feel steady on your feet. Aging isn't the enemy, losing the ability to move freely, that's what steals joy. And you don't have to wait for a fracture or fall to care about your bones. Start today. With just 3 small dates each morning, let them be your quiet promise, I will stand stronger than yesterday. Blood sugar after 60, sweet. But not a spike. Living with diabetes? Don't ditch dates just yet. They might be a natural gift you've overlooked. Studio microphone. As an endocrinologist, I used to tell my diabetic patients to avoid sweets at all costs, but over the years, I've learned something deeper. Not all sweetness is dangerous. Some sweet things can actually help, and dates, they're one of the good ones. Why blood sugar becomes harder to control after 60. Aging changes how your body processes sugar. Cells become less sensitive to insulin. Sugar builds up in the blood. Pancreatic cells weaken. Less insulin is produced. Nervous system regulation declines. Post-meal sugar spikes are harder to manage. Muscle mass decreases. Fewer places for sugar to go and be used as energy. Direct hit. The result? Prediabetes and type 2 diabetes become far more common after 60, often without obvious symptoms until it's serious. But aren't dates too sweet for diabetics? Surprisingly, no. If eaten the right way, yes, dates are sweet. But their sugars come with fiber, minerals, and antioxidants that help slow absorption and balance your response. Here's what 3 dates a day offer. Component impact on blood sugar. Soluble fiber, 5G, slows sugar absorption, avoids sharp spikes. Glycemic index, GI 35 to 45, lower than white rice or bananas. Steadier blood sugar levels. Magnesium polyphenol, reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity. White heavy checkmark. When eaten with a balanced breakfast, 3 dates offer stable energy without triggering a blood sugar crash like cookies, juices, or refined cereals might. Pushpin Nutrients, 2020, study of 15 people with prediabetes who ate 3 to 5 dates daily for 4 weeks, no increase in HbA1c, improved fasting glucose, higher HDL, good cholesterol. The fiber and minerals in dates support stable glucose metabolism without causing harmful spikes. Pushpin International Journal of Clinical Practice, 2011, measured the glycemic index, GI, of popular date varieties, 35 to 45, classified as low to moderate GI foods. People with diabetes can safely include dates, when portioned and paired wisely. Let me tell you about Mr. Thomas, 69, living with type 2 diabetes for over a decade. When he came in, he said, "I don't eat sweet fruit. I avoid desserts. But, I also don't enjoy eating anymore." So I gave him a gentle challenge: every morning, have 3 dates with a spoonful of almond butter and a glass of unsweetened plant milk, then check your blood sugar 1 hour later. 3 weeks passed. He came back smiling, "Doc, my numbers are still stable. But more than that. I feel like I'm living again, not just managing a disease." Light bulb: how to eat dates if you have diabetes or prediabetes. Common mistake: doctor's guidance: eating dates on an empty stomach. Always eat after breakfast or with a fat/protein source. Eating too many in one sitting. Stick to 3 per day, split into 1 to 2 servings if needed. Pairing dates with high GI carbs instead. Eat with oats, nuts, or leafy greens, but you still deserve to enjoy it. Living with diabetes doesn't mean living in fear. Sweetness isn't the enemy, if you choose the right kind, the right time, and the right balance. 3 dates a day isn't indulgence, it's a daily reminder that you can still love your body. With wisdom, compassion, and a little natural sweetness. 3 dates a day, a small habit that could change everything after 60. Studio microphone: if you've stayed with me until now, I know something about you. You don't just care about your health, you're someone who wants to live this chapter of life with purpose, peace, and vitality. Let's gently revisit the journey we've taken together. Over the last few minutes, we've explored white heavy checkmark, a fruit that's been cherished for thousands of years, the humble date, white heavy checkmark, and how just 3 dates a day can support a stronger heart, healthier, brighter skin, a smoother, happier digestive system, sharper memory and better brain function, stronger bones and joints, and most surprisingly, stable blood sugar. Even with diabetes or prediabetes, Sparkles, you didn't need supplements. Sparkles, you didn't need to overhaul your whole diet. You just needed to start with one small thing, and repeat it with care. It's more patience, more trust, more gentle commitment. After 60, many people believe their body is broken, that nothing can change anymore, but as a doctor, I can tell you, it is never too late to love your body again. And sometimes, that love begins not with a medication, but with something sweet, simple, and ancient, a small fruit, and a quiet promise: each day, I will care for myself just a little more than yesterday. I don't know where you are right now, I don't know what pain or worry you're carrying. But I do know this: you deserve to feel strong, joyful, and whole, not for anyone else, but because you matter. And if 3 small dates each morning can help you begin that journey, why not start tomorrow? Sparkles, if this video gave you hope, leave a comment below and simply write, "I'm starting tomorrow." Because maybe, your small commitment will inspire someone else to begin theirs. And if you'd like to keep receiving honest, science-backed health guidance, from a doctor who has spent a lifetime listening, healing, and walking alongside people like you, backhand index pointing right, hit subscribe to Better Health After 50, where your journey is always respected, always understood, and never taken for granted. Studio microphone, thank you for spending your precious time with me today. May your day be peaceful, and may your health journey begin with something small, but filled with love.